This is going to be my earned cost, so this will be my earned percent, earned value cost percent, that is here. Actual cost percent, this is at top. This is my schedule variance percent. Schedule variance cost percent. Okay, and now it is going to be my cost variance cost percent, cost variance cost percent. This is my SPI, we have already here, no problem. And what else do we need? We need to have the percentage for, we can remove SPI from here and CPI here, we don't need percent for that. We need here estimate to complete and its percent, estimate to complete and its percent, and estimate at completion and its percent. Sorry, I need to bring that back. Yes, so in here I will bring estimate at completion and its percent. Okay, it is going to be 92% of the project. This variance I need to bring percent, and this, sorry, this variance I need to, percent is here, and TCPI is actually TCPI, we don't need to change that either. So from here what I'm going to do, I'm going to just move these two to the other part, bring that here, bring that here. Their percentages are with them now. Okay, TCPI is here and this value is here. Fine. So budgeted total cost, instead of that we can put here the filtered cost, which I need to bring from, I need to call it filter cost, because filter cost mean whatever filter you have applied, it will be changed accordingly. So we will put that in a moment. So far we have done that. This will be our detailed report where we will be seeing the key KPIs. These are my KPIs which will be telling me the cost variance and the schedule variance difference against each of the item, BOQ head or the area, zone, flow, whatever you put here. So it will give me where I am good, where I am bad. So before that, at least we need to give them some coloring, so indication. So let's go into that to give some indication here. So select this, and in here we have these two values. So first of all I will go into conditional formatting and the background color. We want to change this color. So color criteria now we need to set. So color scale, not color scale, we want to have a rule for this. If, what is this schedule variance? If schedule variance is, let's say, greater than 0 number, if it is greater than 0, so that means it is a positive value. So and less than, let's say less than or equal to 100 number, means we are putting number, not the percent, we need to see that. Then color should be green. So for green, what I do usually, I use these colors, traffic colors. So for that the code is this. I will copy the code from here and I will put it into this part. So it will bring the color for me. Okay, it should bring the color this way. Okay, I need to go back. It put actually the other color which shouldn't be. So I will just change the color again. The color is in this part 0 0. Rule this greater than 0, 100 number. 0085. Okay, so I have put this color here. Now it is working fine. So if I change this to this color, because I was testing, now this is our color for one case. What are the other cases? If my schedule variance, I'm working on schedule variance, is, let's say, is 0 number, so the color should be, I will just copy from here this color, copy, so the color should be this. Okay, and fine. And if the rule says the value is greater than, and let's say minus 100 number, and less than 0 number, okay, so the value should be this one. So in that case, my value here is going to be red, and we will see the situation now. See all these areas. We can change the font as well. For these values, the font can be white based on that. So schedule variance, conditional formatting, and font color, same thing. Rule 1 2 3, if it is greater than 0 number, less than 100 number, so the whatever the situation is, the font should always be white. If it is 0, font should be white. If it is greater than minus 100 number, less than 0 number, font should be white. You see, the fonts are now white, so they are more appearable. So far I think we do not have any orange or yellow color case here. It can come anytime, no issue. Yeah, here it is. So we will now have for the cost variance the same criteria, or you can set your criteria, whatever criteria you feel better. Rules for this: greater than 0 number, less than 1, let's say this, and the color is this. For that one means positive is 0 number, the color should be this. Greater than minus 100 number, less than 0 number, color should be this. So the cost variance will also be now coming here, so we can see both cost variance and this. So you can check the format for cost variance color as well. Simply I will go into, why I'm spending so much time here, because once the report is ready, then it's only duplicate. You need to do duplicate, so you can later find out what is going on. I mean, easily to copy paste, so the criteria and everything is already there. So font color same. In all the cases, font will be same. 1 2 3, greater than 0 number, less than 100 number, font will be positive, and is 0 greater than minus 100 number, 0 number, and this font will be positive, white for them as well. So now you can see. So this way now you need to see if you are looking for cost variance or schedule variance. So you need to work for that. So but this is how your situation will be looking. So if you want to check the area, you just bring the area above, so the values are not changed as per the area. Similarly, if I just bring that down back, so the values are filtered as per the BOQ. So this is, so further we need to refine that. So same sheet we can make for the labor as well, because we need to work for labor. So labor sheet will be ready as well, just like need to duplicate that simply. So if I do duplicate the page, so next sheet will be detailed labor report. Now after that we will go for the cost and labor summary reports that are also very important, and then we will do one or two reports for the resource management, and then this reporting will be done. Then we will go into the integration